Jesus Dominguez Alvera. Then rounding out the starting lineups for your Goshen College Maple Leafs. Up top, the lone striker for the Maple Leafs, Brody Nofsinger, the sophomore out of Archbold, Ohio.
Goshen College tonight going to be in their 4-5-1 formation, while Siena Heights will begin in a 4-4-2.
We have the official lineups out on, they're lined up on the line right in front of us here. Goshen's going to be sporting their home, their striped tops, purple socks, or shorts and socks. The tops striped white and purple horizontally, then purple number and lettering, white trim on those. And Johan Escalante in goal, neon yellow. Really stands out there. As for the visitors, Siena Heights, they're in their traveling, let's see, that would be navy blue. It's shorts, socks, and jerseys. Then they have yellow lettering with white trim and yellow Siena Heights logo on their left chest. Refs in the normal yellow attire you think of when you hear the word referee in terms of soccer. One quick shout out, a big thank you to David Kempf. We have gotten some new equipment for the Globe Sports staff here this coming school year, and he's been working so hard to get it set up for us, making it available for tonight, spending extra hours in his studio making sure we're ready to go. Once again, huge thank you to David Kempf.
Really just to make this possible. I mean, yes, big thank you.
Really just a whole new setup here. A lot more, we have more space. It looks neat, and it is fantastic equipment to be using. If you can hear that over in the background, the PA system, we've got the Goshen College starting lineup go. If you look, as we look out, the field runs north-south. Maple Leafs on the north bench, visiting Siena Heights on the south bench. And then you look over to the, in the stands right here in between the field and us here in the press box. Look over to the left, a huge student section. Tons of students ready. They've got vuvuzelas, a giant flag, the whole 9 yards.
Nothing has changed.
They are ready to go.
Nothing has changed since last season. Nothing's changed really since Goshen College soccer.
I love what I'm doing here. I love this, but sometimes I wish I was out there. It'd be nice.
Absolutely. Sure.
Wrapping up the starting lineup, once again, Brody Nofsinger getting his recognition to all. We're about to get underway. Teams will have their official final huddles. Also to mention, the goalie for Siena Heights wearing their number, or he's wearing a bright pink.
Look at that.
So our goalie's going bright this evening, really. Really going to stand out, no question where they're at.
Good to see. During the night games, we get a chance to definitely see which one is the goalie. You can definitely see that for sure.
Well, we're roughly 30 seconds away from kickoff here this evening. Once again, my name is Andrew Snyder, alongside my partner, Brad Stoltzfus. Fist bumps to the referees before we get started here. Any final words from the coaches coming up? Teams out to their respective halves. It looks like Goshen is going to be attacking left to right, and Siena Heights coming right to left. Left to right would be going north-south, and then Siena Heights coming from the south heading north. Once again, fantastic goals installed just yesterday. Actually, I heard from Jesse Lowen on the men's roster saying they were just able to finally, they've had them for a few weeks, but they couldn't quite figure out how to get them installed, and they've been able to. They look great. Ready for soccer here this evening.
62 degrees here at game time. Cloudy skies, but they've got the lights on for sure as the night will get a lot darker. But we're looking forward to a great game between the Siena Heights Saints and the Goshen College Maple Leafs.
Looking elsewhere around the Crossroads League tonight, Huntington is at the University of St. Francis in Illinois. That game's set to kick off at 7 p.m. as well. And then an hour later, kicking off at 8, Grace College is hosting Mid-American Christian. We'll have updates for those games as they become available to us. Siena Heights is going to have the kickoff, heading right to left. Standing in number 8, it's Kevin Stalzer. He's in there with number 16. That is Khan. And we are underway. They drop it back. Heading to the far side of the field. That's all the way over to number 2, Matt Wilkie. Wilkie looks and takes a dribble to the middle. He is guarded by Eshelman. Pass comes to the middle to number 10. That is Selovich. He drops it back to the defensive line. They're going to play possession. High pressure here from the Maple Leafs. Dominguez Alvera goes to his goes down on the ground, unable to get the ball. Ball comes to the near side. That is number 8. That's going to be Kevin Stalzer. He drops it back to 25. That is Bojin. Bojin back to Stalzer. Stalzer back to Bojin. And a little bit, we're 30 seconds in. All possession, Siena Heights thus far. Ball to the far side. That's number 3. That's going to be Alexander Santos. Final turnover. Possession, however, goes right back to Siena Heights. Stalzer with it on the far side. Defended by Kirst. Passes it into the middle of number 9. That is Rodden. Rodden gets into the middle. That goes straight to Selevic. He beats one, gets into the box, however, is tripped up. They're going to say no foul. Play on. Maple Leafs with possession in the far corner.
Good to see. Not a lot of contact there. It's good to see that the refs are going to let them play.
Ball still in the defensive half for the Maple Leafs, trying to get it out, unable to do so. Reed with the tackle, pokes it right back to number 3. That is Santos. Ball goes back to the far side. Kirst defending. Ball comes to the middle. That is number 9. That is Rodden. Tries to take a touch, and that is going to be poked away by the Maple Leafs, trying to come the other way and find Nofsinger. He has it now, going 2-on-2. Plays it to the near side to Jesus Dominguez Alvera. He's in 1-on-1. Defender chasing him down behind. A big touch there, and puts it right into the chest. That is Hisamatsu with a huge save for the Saints here. First goal, chance on goal for either team here tonight, and it goes to the Maple Leafs.
And perhaps maybe a little too big of a touch, as you mentioned.
Coming back the other way now, the Saints have it again. It's Kahn in the middle. Dribbles over to the right side, nothing there. Looks back to the middle, finds Santos. Santos over to the far side to number 3. Then he gets back to Kahn on the top. He plays it in. Back to Kahn. A give and goes and chips it into the box. Escalante is going to come out and grab that one for the Maple Leafs.
Now they're telling everyone push up field. They're trying to get everyone moving and trying to get their set pieces getting ready.
Ball comes up the near sideline. Once again, Dominguez Alvera trying to get a touch on it. However, it rolls over the end line the sideline before he can get to it. Ball is thrown in on the near side. That's number 11, Lentini. However, possession turnover in the middle, and it's going to be Garcia. Place it over to the far side to Kurtz, right at the half-point line. Looks to find Nofsinger in the middle. Does so successfully. He one-touches it out to Echelon on the far sideline. Back to the middle to Reed, and back outside to Kurtz.
3 minutes having gone by. No score yet, but one great chance early for Goshen College.
Ball comes to the near sideline. This time it's number 8, Stalzer, clearing it out up the line to number 11, Lentini. That's going to be poked out from behind by Jesus Dominguez Alvera. He drops it back to Francois Revalier. The defender, he loses possession. Romero with the sliding tackle on the near sideline to clear that ball out. It's going to be throw-in to the Saints.
It'll be right here at midfield, and they're trying to get some players open. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of the throw-in, but I don't think that'll ever change.
Kahn brings the ball in the middle and drops it back off to number 5. That's going to be Schwalibog. He tries to find a through ball, however, Romero is there to pick it off, clears it out. Possession back to Siena Heights in their defensive half. Ball in the middle now. That's number 3, Santos. Tries to play it up top to Rodin, finds him. He drops it off to Kahn coming up the left side, defended by Francois Revalier. Looks into the middle, plays a through ball. Once again, that's Rodin. That's going to be poked free. That is Jaden Chubb with his first touch of the night, and a beautiful one there, saving a goal opportunity. Ball on the near sideline now. It's Nofsinger working the other way. That's against number 8. That is Stalzer. Almost said Rodin there. Drops it off to Reed. He plays it to the far side to Eshelman. He's through, takes a touch in on goal, curls it back behind his foot, and takes a shot, and that settles right into the hands of Hisamatsu. Beautiful chance. Didn't quite get the power on that hit that he wanted. Ball in the near sideline now. It's Lentini. Plays it into Kahn. He drops it all the way back. That's going to be Stalzer. Stalzer back to the middle to Kahn. That's going to be poked away by Venderly for the Maple Leafs. Ball on the near sideline. Ball back. That's going to be cleared out by Francois Revalier. That was Lentini trying to make a turn.
Looks like a lot of high pressure here from right back Francis Lavalier, and he's definitely a great addition so far, and he's been playing well just in the first couple minutes of this game.
Siena Heights with possession on their back line. That's Twalibog clearing it up to the far right corner. Chupp is there in defense for the Maple Leafs. Heads it down to Reed in the midfield.
Goshen now trying to get something going in the midfield. They move it up to Nofsinger.
Nofsinger drops it back to Reed. Once again, Goshen playing a 4-5-1. Francois Revalier settles that down and attacks up the right line, going 2-on-1 with Dominguez Alvera. Plays the ball into the middle. That's going to settle right to the foot of Twalibog. He's going to clear it up the line. Christian Romero there for the header right back to the middle to Reed. He's going to drop it back to Romero on the ground.
Everyone relaxing now. They're trying to get it moving forward to no avail.
Ball comes up the near sideline. Intended for Dominguez Alvera, however, too far. Rolls over the end line. Goal kick.
so far a pretty average game. We're seeing it kind of go back and forth. Both teams just trying to get that through ball, really trying to get that chance to get an open shot and eventually score. Of course, we saw earlier a great chance that was just not enough.
6 minutes in here from the Goshen College Soccer Complex. Goshen College taking on Siena Heights and men's soccer. 0-0 the score. One great chance for the Maple Leafs, as well as a good chance, one for each team there.
That came from Alvera, the freshman for Goshen College. He took just a bit too much of a touch when he was one-on-one with the goalie, and the goalie was able to clear that one out.
Free kick now from midfield for Twallybog, and Siena Heights plays it into the box. That's going to be cleared off the foot of Francois Revalier up the near sideline. Shielded out of bounds there by Lentini. It's going to be thrown Siena Heights. He takes it himself, throws it into Kahn. Kahn tries to play a little 1-2 with a teammate. However, that's going to be picked off by Garcia for Goshen. He gets it over to Dominguez Alvaro. He goes with a nutmeg. Beautiful play there. Nutmegs Lentini. Tries to find Knopfsinger up the line after that, however, unable to do so. Kahn with it. Headed out of bounds by Reed.
And it will be a throw-in all the way over near the corner on the near side for us.
Throw comes in. Actually, a Siena Heights throw-in. Lentini tosses it in. Going to get a head on it into the box. Chupp is there to clear it out. Then off of Lentini's head, trying to flick it back into the box. Actually goes out of bounds on the sideline.
And about the same spot now, a Goshen throw-in as they toss it into Reed.
Reed settles and looks at his options. Finds Knopfsinger in the middle. He turns and attacks, looking to switch fields here. He's got Eshelman and Venderly with him, as well as Dominguez Alvera on the near sideline. Tries to go that option down the near sideline. Bit too hard there. Travels out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in. Siena Heights deep in their own territory.
And you would have liked to see a little bit better play there from Knopfsinger. 4-on-4. They had all right numbers, but they had the momentum going in their direction. Now a throw-in for Goshen at midfield.
Francois Revalier tosses it into Reed's foot. He looks at his options, finds nothing, and drops it back to Francois Revalier. He's going to swing it around the back line. Ball comes to the middle to Venderly, and he touches it to the middle to Knopfsinger. A little hard hit on the shoulder there, however, keeps possession. Back to Reed, brings it near side, Francois Revalier. Too big of a touch there. That's going to be stolen by Lentini. Lentini on the near sideline now touches the middle to Kahn. Kahn flicks it through to the middle. Little miscommunication there from Rodden and Santos. Santos ends up with it. Chupp slips a little bit there. Ball gets through to Rodden. Oh, that's poked to free by Romero. Beautiful defense from the Maple Leaf back line. Venderly attacking now. He's got Dominguez Alvera on his right. Tries to find him. However, that's going to be picked off by number 8. Once again, that is Stalzer playing left back for Siena Heights here this evening. Ball in the middle now. It's a Reed for the Maple Leafs. Curls one far post. That's going to be Eshelman. Now takes a first times it right at Hisamatsu. Right at him. Anywhere else, that would have had a chance. Had some high velocity, however, right into his chest.
Had a good opportunity there for Goshen. They basically got what they wanted, an open shot in the box. Not much more you can ask for there.
Ball is now on the far sideline. Comes middle to Kahn. He is guarded by Romero. Romero takes a step off, so he's going to take a shot. That's going to be driven low, just outside of the far post. Goal kick for Escalante and the Maple Leafs.
Really a strong defensive line so far that we've seen for Goshen. In the first possession for Siena Heights, they were moving forward. They were really trying to get past that, really trying to beat them. But Goshen's defensive line really not having it tonight. They are keeping them locked.
Escalante approaches the ball for his goal kick here. Drives it beyond the mid-circle. Mid-circle, that's correct. All the way, dribbles all the way back to Hisamatsu. Hisamatsu observes his options. He's going to go with the straight punt, no drop kick there. Finds that's going to be Santos in the middle. He drops it back off to number 2.
10 minutes gone by, no score still here for Siena Heights and Goshen College.
Hard tackle there on the far sideline between Chupp and I believe that is Santos. It's going to be out of bounds, throw in to Siena Heights.
And a good chance here for Siena Heights. Collins will be the one throwing on the far side near the corner, about 15, 18 yards from the corner spot.
Ball thrown into Collins. He heads it right back to the throwing of that was Wilkie. That pass can be picked off by Eshelman, and he earns himself a throw-in.
Again, we've seen it on this far side earlier. but in a throw-in basically from the exact same position that the opponent was just throwing from. So Goshen's defense so far has been looking very strong.
Siena Heights lays back, and a easy throw in there right to the foot of Chupp. Chupp dribbles forward. Finds Garcia in the middle. He turns. Finds Reed's foot. He continues it coming to the near side. That comes to Francois Revalier, and he's attacking. 2-on-1. He's got Dominguez Alvera defending. That is Stalzer. Crosses into the middle. Nofsinger with a no touch. Goes on to Venderly. He puts a shot on goal. Hisamatsu is there again. 3 chances now. All beautiful saves by Hisamatsu. Ball stays in the offensive half for the Maple Leafs, bouncing around. Finally cleared by Lentini. That's to the far side to Seth Kurtz, and he looks to reset. He tries to find it up line. However, that's going to be a slide tackle from Collins. Bounces off of his shin, out of bounds.
And going back to that close goal-scoring opportunity, ball just in front of the penalty spot area, and Eshelman might have had a touch too much. If he would have got that shot off a little sooner, it could be very well 1-0 Goshen.
Ball went all the way over the far stanchion on the far side, so we had to hop over and chase that down into the practice field over there. However, he's back, throws it into Venderly in the midfield. Touches it to Garcia, Reed, and near sideline to Francois Revalier once again. A similar pattern looking to switch the field, and Francois Revalier takes the end line and throws in a cross that finds the foot of Dominguez Alvera. He tries to turn, no success there. That's picked off by Stalzner. Ball in the middle, battle for it between, that's number 10, Selovic, and Garcia. Garcia pokes it. It's going to go over the sideline here. It looks like it's going to be thrown Siena Heights.
And Lentini will be the one throwing just in front of his own bench.
He's going to hand it off. That's going to be Stalzer.
Good plays so far from both teams, and there have definitely been more chances so far for Goshen here about 12 minutes in.
32 minutes and change left here in the first half. Once again, Goshen, Siena Heights, deadlocked 0-0, still awaiting the first goal here on this field of this 2015 soccer season, men or women. Women's first home game comes on Saturday, 4 p.m. You can catch it here on the Globe.
And followed by a men's soccer game.
Hosting Robert Morris.
Also here on the Globe.
Taking the kick now, that is Stalzer. Drives it left-footed into the box. Romero there for the clear. That falls right to the foot to Dominguez Alvera, coming the other way. Looks at his options. Going to play it to the near corner to Nofsinger. Makes a beautiful run. Gets to the ball. Nothing there. Back to the middle to Reed. He tries to chip it up to the exact same corner where a run from Francois Revalier had appeared. Nothing there. Drops back all the way to Romero. Romero looks to switch all the way to the far side to Kurtz, just across half field. He plays it up the line to Eshelman. He touches a nice little spin kick there to the middle to Garcia. However, too big of a touch. That's going to be stolen away. Collins with it now, drops it back. Ball comes to the middle. That is Kahn with it. And Kahn drops it back to Selovic. Selovic tries to find it back to Collins on the far sideline, however, just off of his foot. A little bit of a missed touch there. Goshen gets a throw in.
That hits right off the GoLeafs.net sign. That is where you can find everything you need to know about Goshen Athletics.
Ball's back in play now. It's Reed in the middle. Jamie Reed, a junior transfer here at Goshen College.
From England.
Yeah. From England, yes. Reed once again with it in the middle, looking at his options. Really a good distributor here this evening so far for the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, he's playing the center mid position very well.
Chip to the middle from Garcia, trying to find a run from Nofsinger. Nofsinger knocked down, and no call.
And of course, the home fans want the call. There could have been one called, but if they didn't call the one earlier in the game, about 2 minutes in the Goshen's defensive box, then they're definitely not calling that one.
Great atmosphere, great student turnout here tonight for tonight's contest. The student section is packed full. Students cheers, vuvuzelas.
Absolutely.
Great atmosphere here for this first home game of the season.
Still no score, 15 minutes gone by.
It's Kahn in the middle, looking to attack for Siena Heights. Plays it in. That's going to be, that is Santos back to Kahn in the middle. That's going to be a block. Beautiful save by Escalante there. Gets it off of his leg, and then Romero is there to clear it out of the box. Great defensive stand there for the Maple Leafs.
And a foul now. That is by number 10, Chelovic. Knocks down James Garcia. As James is just trying to get the ball in possession to clear it out, was knocked down, and they get a free kick.
Romero plays it quick to the near side. Francois Revalier looking up to go upfield, working with Dominguez Alvera. Gets it right back, give and go, and Francois Revalier is trying to take the end line. Puts a ball driven low in. That's going to be cleared out. That is number 5, Chwalibog. Chwalibog plays it up the field. That's number 8, Rodden. Rodden and Khan going two apiece here. Tries to slot Rodden through. Chupp in defense still. He tries to turn with it, however, poked away by Garcia, plays it up the field, trying to find Eshelman.
Now it looks like the ball's going to be rolling out of bounds. The ball now with Goshen.
2 subs coming in for Goshen College now. The 2 leading shot takers thus far for the season. That's number 10, Nate Nussbaum. Number 23, Isak Huerta. Both local boys went to high school. Nate at Bethany, Isak at Goshen High School. Both the leading goal scorers for their respective high schools all time.
Coming off is Jesus Domingos Alvera and Brody Knopfsinger taking a seat.
Looks like Nussbaum is going to be taking the up top lone striker role. Isak Huerta on the near sideline taking the outside mid role.
That is the first sub of the game for either team, and they do it twice, does Goshen. The ball in the back with Siena Heights. Ball sent all the way up to midfield with Santos.
Ball is in the Goshen College box now. In defense, that's Seth Kurtz. He's going to be able to poke it over the far sideline. Throw in, it's going to be Collins to take it. Collins throws it in, finds the foot of Santos. Back to Collins, and played down the sideline or end line to Santos. Tries to put across, and that's going to be deflected out of bounds off of Chupp's thigh.
First corner of the day for either team. It'll be Siena Heights making a corner from the far side.
It's Collins jogging over there to set the ball. Meanwhile, Chwalibog comes over to his bench here to talk with coach. That is Aldo Zid. He's in his 21st season here at Siena Heights. 27th as a coach. You said he coached where else in New Hampshire?
He was in Anslem, New Hampshire, also his alma mater from 1989 to 1995.
That corner kick played to the top of the box. No one there except for a Maple Leaf. Clears it up. It's going to be Isak Huerta coming the other way, working with Nate Nussbaum. Had a chance in on goal, however. Hisamatsu is able to clear that one out. Trying to get to it is Eshelman, trying to also to get to it. That was number 2. That is Wilkie. Eshelman gets there first. Wilkie called for the foul. It's going to be a free kick roughly 25 yards out on the far side of the 18.
And we don't know much what to expect here. This is a new season, bunch of new guys. Last year we did know a few of the set plays, you especially, but now.
Venderly standing over the ball. He's got a 3-man wall in front of him. Ball is played into the box, low driven. That's going to be headed towards the far corner line by Collins. No one's going to chase that one down. Corner kick to the Maple Leafs.
And that would be the first of the day now for Goshen. One apiece, Siena Heights and Goshen.
Looking to take the corner kick. Debate between Chupp or Venderly. Looks like it's going to be Venderly.
26 minutes gone by, still no score, but could this be the time where Goshen finds a head or finds the foot of someone in the box?
Ball comes in by Venderly. That's driven, curled in towards near post. Headed right back to Venderly by Collins. He takes another crack at it. This one's in the middle of the box, and it falls through everyone. 2 Maple Leafs there, Romero and Eshelman. However, they're going to say he took a deflection. So another corner kick on the near sideline, but still, great opportunity there for the Maple Leafs. Should have taken advantage.
And that's just, that could be just an inexperience of the freshman there. It looked like the ball just went a little far past his head. That's the quicker speed of the game. We're to be expecting that.
Garcia checks to the ball and then loops back into the box as nothing is there. Venderly puts his hand up and looks to kick. Ball is driven in low towards the penalty spot. Eshelman is there. Tries to get a foot on it towards near post. Unable to do so. Comes out back to Venderly. He plays it back into the box. There's no one there except for defenders. They clear it right to Isak Huerta's foot. He tries to take him on. Unable to do so. Clears to half line where Francois Revalier settles it down.
Possession clearly in favor so far for Goshen College. They've had just about all the possession, especially here in the last 3 minutes or so when Goshen's had their chances from 2 corners.
Ball in the middle now. Once again, it's Reed for the Maple Leafs. Plays it to the far corner. Nussbaum in pursuit, as is Wilkes. Nussbaum gives Wilkes a nice little nudge in the back, trying to get to the ball. It's going to be a foul, however. That is the optimal positioning for a foul in soccer.
Again, about 20 minutes gone by, still no score. We're looking for the first goal of the game. Will it come in this half? Will it come in this half? Well, it could very well for Goshen. They've had a lot of chances so far. They've had a majority of the possession, as we've been mentioning.
All 3 goals last season came in the second half. We'll see if that repeats itself here tonight. Offensive attack here for Siena Heights. It's Kahn, plays it to Collins on the far sideline. Back to Kahn in the middle. He turns. Finds Santos, back to Kahn, and swings it, completes the swing to Stalzer on the near sideline. Stalzer back to Kahn in the middle, turned over. Benderly is there for the Maple Leafs, however, that is immediately then taken out by Bogin. Bogin plays the ball into the middle. Chup there for the Maple Leafs. Gets it down to Garcia. He plays it back into the box to Kurtz, and he clears it to the far sideline.
And a throw in now for Siena Heights on the far side, just in front of the last advertisement.
Ball comes into the box. That's going to be cleared out by Kurtz. Looking to get it is Nussbaum, however. Ahead there in the way. However, the ball does end up on Nussbaum's foot, coming the other way. Ball falls back to Schwalibog. He clears it to the near sideline. In pursuit, that is Francois Revalier for Goshen, as well as Lentine. Francois is going to run the better of that one, plays it up the sideline. Huerta now in pursuit alongside Nussbaum. However, Bogin is able to come over and head it over the sideline. Throw in to the Maple Leafs.
Isaac Huerta wearing number 23 this evening, and he had a big part in Goshen High School's success last season.
Yeah, Goshen High School winning the state championship.
And he being named player of the conference as well.
Player of the year, actually, for the state.
As well.
22 minutes, 44 seconds left here in the first half. Romero with the ball on the defensive half finds Francois Revalier on the near sideline. He attacks towards the middle, then curls back out to the outside and plays Huerta down the sideline. Touches it back to Francois Revalier. Back to Huerta. Huerta's going to challenge the attack. Defender gets around him and into the box. Tries to play across, however, poked out just from behind before he can get it off. And now Bogin with it on the sideline.
Made a good move there. Did Huerta, just could not complete his cross.
Foul, once again, best positioning for a foul way deep in the defensive half. This time it's going to be Hisamatsu coming out to take the kick.
We've got 22 minutes until the half, still no score.
Once again, you're tuned to 91.1 The Globe. Goshen College Athletics. Men's soccer here this evening. Goshen College, Siena Heights. Deadlocked 0-0.
Andrew, is that the sun I see poking out?
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of sun from behind us. We've had clouds all day here on campus, so it's nice. Attacking the other way now, it's Roden. Takes a big touch, and Chup's able to clean that one out. Ball comes to the middle. That is Selovic. Finds Lentini. Back to Kahn. Back to Lentini. That's going to be stolen away by Reed. Plays Francois Revalier. He's going to clear it upfield. Just looking for anyone. Finds Bogin on the defensive side. Then he's going to head it down to Stalzer.
Big
back
play
to Bogin, all the way back to Hisamatsu.
That could have been a great opportunity for Goshen had he not headed that ball away. It would have went right by him with an open net basically or a one-on-one opportunity for Huerta, but Bogin with a great header.
Ball is back in play. Once again, Reed in the middle. He drives it, looking for the far post. Hisamatsu comes out and punches that ball. Ball is settled back down to Eshelman. He takes a touch. Tries to find Benderly, unable to do so, stolen away. Coming the other way now, Selovic up to Kahn, and over to the far side to Collins.
Siena Heights trying to push players forward, trying to get something going. They haven't had much since their first couple of possessions.
Ball's now in the far corner, Kahn with it. Thinks about a cross, takes a few more touches, gets into the box, and takes too big of a touch. Escalante is going to come out and grab that one.
He doesn't need to make as big a save as he did earlier in the game. What a big save that was. It could have very well been 1-0 Siena Heights. However, it is locked at 0.
Coming up the other way now on the near sideline, it's Isaac Huerta with the ball again. One defender in his path. He's going to take him to the end line. Defender cuts in his way. Great defensive move there from Stalzer. However, Huerta hustles back from behind. Is going to slide that out from Bogin.
And ever since the first couple of possessions, not much going for Siena Heights, but now the defense really improving. No doubt about that.
Going to have a throw in on the near sideline for Goshen College. But first, we've got some subs for Siena Heights.
On the way.
I guess technically they're not going to come in yet because they're not on the line ready. But they're soon to check in. Kurtz on the far sideline with a header down the line to Eshelman. cuts it back and plays it into the middle to Garcia. Touch off of his shin, not the bounce he was looking for there. Comes to Khan in the middle, coming the other way. Moving right to left at Siena Heights. Offensive opportunity there, however, that is going to be killed off from Reed. He's going to clear that ball way over the far sideline. And now the subs checking in. It's going to be number 12, that is Colin McLaughlin, and number 26, Lucas Carneiro.
He's coming out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. And coming off for the Saints will be Chelovich. And number 9, Brett Rodden. It also looks like McLaughlin's going to be the one taking over that forward position for the freshman Rodden.
On the far sideline, ball thrown in up the line. That's going to dribble all the way back to Romero. He's going to clear it towards the midfield. That's going to be settled down by Khan. And he's going to take a beautiful touch around Reed, however, not able to get around Venderly. Francois Revalier near sideline now. Nothing there, drops it back to Romero in the middle. He plays it immediately back to Francois Revalier.
Strong play so far for both midfielding teams, especially Jamie Reed here having a big part so far for Goshen.
Romero loses his footing a little bit, and now Roden has it come into the middle, or Santos, excuse me, loses the ball, however, is then hit bump, a little bit too strong of a bump, and he's going to have a free kick just outside of the box. Siena Heights here with a good offensive opportunity.
It's going to be right outside the box. This is a great chance here for the Saints.
Standing over the ball, that is number 26, just checked in. That is Carneiro. Wall of 4, guarding the near left post. And coming down the sideline now, it's Stalzer making a run to the corner. He is there if they want for the cross. He's going to take a shot. That's going to hit the wall, bounce to the top to Khan. Bounces around in the middle. 3 Siena Heights players around the ball. No defenders. They're not able to get anything on goal. Ball's going to be cleared out. Isaac Huerta in pursuit now. Boy, look at his legs go. He is
back.
Going to be a foul called. Immediately set down and played. It's good. Huerta Nussbaum as well as plays it back to Huerta. Takes a touch, cuts him back.
Could be.
Looks to be a shot, nothing there. Tries to play it to the middle. That's going to be cleared out by Carneiro. Corner kick. Wild sequence of plays there.
How about it?
Go from one box to the other in a matter of 5 to 10 seconds. Really moving there.
Before we see Venderly take this third quarter corner kick for Goshen College, we saw the play. Huerta taken down as he was basically 1-on-3, but 1-on-1 with his defender. Took him down, but he just said, forget this. I'm just going to take a free kick.
Ball comes in, 16 and a half left. Ball comes in near post once again. Headed out by Carneiro, redo of the corner kick. Venderly has the ball set again. Hand up movement in the box now for the Maple Leafs. Ball comes in, this one's a little bit higher. That's going to be cleared out. It looks like Stalzer was able to get a foot on that before anyone else. Ball comes to middle to Khan. Loses it to Reed, however, still in the offensive half. Beautiful chip through to Venderly. He plays it back to the box. Nussbaum with a hit. Doesn't quite hit it solidly. He comes with the left foot, swings it in. Ends up dribbling right on the ground to Hisamatsu.
Another great possession there for Goshen College. We got 15 and change remaining in this first half. Still no score. We're looking for the first goal.
Ball in the offensive half for Siena Heights now. It's Collins with it. Reed in defense. Ball's going to be played off of Reed and out of bounds. Throw in to Siena Heights. Ball thrown back in. This time it's Santos with it in the middle. Once again guarded by Reed. He's now give and go, and he's into the corner. Chupp's able to get there first, though. Plays it out of bounds. Actually hits the assistant referee, who is standing out of bounds, but still going to be a throw-in. No infraction there.
The ball was trying to get cleared out and did go over the goal line, however, hit the ref first. Would have been a throw-in if it had not.
Ball's back in. It's Colin trying to take the end line. He is going to be shielded out of bounds by Seth Kurtz. Goal kick, Maple Leafs. Seth Kurtz, another member of that Goshen High School team that won state this past year. Ball comes near sideline on the short goal kick. Francois Revalier has it. He's going to play it to Huerta's foot. Huerta's trying to turn. It's a little stumbled up, plays it back to Francois. Revalier looks down the line, this time looking for Venderly. Bojin is there in defense and has the ball. Chips it up line to Stalzer. He plays it middle to Carniero. Nussbaum in pursuit from behind. Able to get there, however, too much of a nudge. Carniero goes down, and he is awarded the foul. It's going to be a free kick for Siena Heights once the ball is returned back. Bojin stands on the ball to take it. We're looking at 14 minutes left here in the first half of this evening's contest.
Now we finally got a packed house. Even the student section just trying to get
Students aren't allowed to stand in the student section. It's too full.
They're making their way over to the other side.
I'll take any seat they can get for this one.
How about that?
Venderly on the far sideline now. He is guarded by number 2. That is Wilkie. Wilkie plays it up the line. Kurtz is there with the head, and he's going to be hit in the back from Collins. Rough challenge there. Ref's going to stop the clock. That means we've got a card coming out. Yellow card, first yellow card of the Goshen College soccer season. No game, no cards on Saturday. This yellow card is going to go to, once again, that is number 20, Casey Collins. Kurtz is fine. He's back on his feet, jumping around, ready to play more soccer. It's going to be Chupp standing over the ball. The referee documents the yellow card. Runs to position, about to get play back underway. Blows his whistle, and we're underway. Reed has it in the middle now. Plays it back to Chupp on the far sideline. Chupp maintains possession. Looks at his options. More sunlight splashing down on the field now as we move into later early evening.
Thankfully, no rain in the forecast. The sun is out just a little bit. As I say that, it goes behind the clouds. But
ball's played up the middle. That's going to be Kahn and Chupp battling for it. Chupp's going to get for it and be able to clear it off. However, it goes right to Collins. However, his touch is then going to go back into the box where Escalante, who was coming out for the original ball, able to grab the rebound.
Stole my point there, but yes, I mean, you explained it for me. He was coming out already. Good job from the freshman goalie.
Ball comes up the front. It's going to be Nussbaum and Huerta working together. Nussbaum tries to settle it down. That's going to take a touch and end up at Hisamatsu. Can't pick it up, though. Came off of his own player. Plays it on the other side to Bojin. Plays it up the line to Lentini. He's going to be slide tackle there from Francois Revalier. Ball travels all the way back to Hisamatsu. He's going to clear it up to Kahn in the middle. However, Reed on his back and able to get the header there. Reed keeps possession of it in the midfield, going 4-on-4 now. Carniero coming down from behind, gets it into Nussbaum, takes some touches. He's going to hit it. Going for the far post, nothing there. Falls down to Huerta. Huerta's going to play it to the middle. That's going to be deflected off of Stalzer, out of bounds. Another corner kick. More offensive opportunities for the Maple Leafs here.
5th corner of the night and their 6th set piece of the game. Now, this has to be the opportunity that they get something going here in this corner, is it not?
Yes, it really is. Once again, Nussbaum had the offensive opportunity there. Huerta had a chance as well and earned the corner kick. Once again, Venderly standing over the ball, the near corner down to our right. Arm raise, once again, movement in the box. Ball is delivered. Driven towards the backside of the post. Chupp is there. Gets a head on it. Then Bojin there to get the head to the far side. He's guarded by Nussbaum once again. Nussbaum takes a touch back to Huerta. Huerta tries to play it up, however, Bojin in pursuit as well. Ball now, Siena Heights in the midfield. That's going to be number 12. That is McLaughlin, who checked in a few minutes ago. Keeps it on the far sideline, pulls it back. McLaughlin. That's going to be turnover. Kurtz with the pick. 11 minutes left here this first half. Ball's on the far sideline. That's going to be Garcia with it.
Still no score, but a lot of chances for both teams. Goshen might just have the edge so far offensively.
Ball going to the near corner. Francois Revalier as well as Stalzer in pursuit. Stalzer's going to get there first and play it up the line out of bounds. Throw in Maple Leafs.
That throw will come just in front of the away dugout here. Coach Aaron Patrick looks on and instructing his players.
Still trying to find a way to get that first goal here. First goal of the season still up for grabs for the Maple Leafs.
As you mentioned earlier, 3-0 loss to Cornerstone. That came just a couple nights ago. And, yep, as you mentioned, first goal being searched for.
Nussbaum with a hit. However, that's going to be blocked down Then another pass back to him is going to be picked off. Both of those by Schwalibog. He's coming up the near sideline now, making a defensive run of his own. Takes on Francois Revalier. Francois Revalier is going to cut in front of him now. Earn the ball, come the other way. Gets it off to Reed. Tries to find him back. Ends up at Eshelman. Touch to the middle to Francois Revalier. Back to Eshelman. Eshelman to the middle to Nussbaum. Defender on his back, and he's going to take a big touch. Turned over. Kahn with it now, working with Santos. Also has McLaughlin and Collins coming down the sideline with him. Kahn has it now, runs along the edge of the 18 towards the middle. His pass into the 18, picked off by Garcia. Played out of bounds.
Best he could do there was just kick it out of bounds. Looks like a sub coming on for Siena Heights.
It's number 23, Matt Vang, checking in with just under 10 left here in the first half. Coming to take a break, it's going to be number 20. That is Casey Collins. Earned a yellow card a few minutes ago. Also checking on the line to check in, it's going to be Jared Berkey. He's not going to be allowed on this throw-in, but he will be a little bit later. The heralded do a dance cheer from the student section as Berkey waits to sub in, and he did a dance. So
there you go.
It's always good fun here. Come the other way now. It's going to be Lentini. He's guarded for Francois Revalier. A slide tackle, just a little bit behind there, unable to actually get the ball. Free kick awarded to Siena Heights.
This will be their second free kick, just from about the same distance as their last, coming here on the far side, roughly 23 to 25 yards out. And it looks like it will be Santos.
Santos standing over the ball this time. Once again, four-person wall on the near post. Four runners, four defenders in the box here. Ball comes in, looking for the near post. Puts it too near and travels out of bounds. Goal kick for the Maple Leafs.
A good set piece there for Siena Heights. And it looks like the substitution for Goshen will be made.
Jared Berkey checking in, and James Garcia going to take a rest here. He gets a 8-minute longer halftime break here.
And Berkey now looks like he will be in the midfield, replacing Garcia's position.
Escalante puts the ball back into play on the goal kick to the near sideline. Eshelman with it now. Looks to the middle, finds Nussbaum. He turns, places it over to Venderly. Defender attacking quickly from behind. That's Santos. Carniero there to help clear that ball as well.
As well as that substitution, it looks like also Isaac Huerta and Spencer Eshelman have switched sides now.
Huerta on the far sideline with it now, takes the end line, tries to play a ball in. Deflected off of Schwalibog and out of bounds. Corner kick. Venderly jogs over there once again.
Last season, Goshen College averaged 4 corners a game, now just 6th in this first half.
Can't complain there. See if they can get something off of this one. 7 minutes and change left here in the first half.
Looks like Venderly will be taking this corner again. He has been the one earlier also.
Ball comes in near corner to, that is going to be Nussbaum. He puts it into Spencer. Oh. He shoots it. That's in the goal! Golazo! Goshen with their first goal of the 2015 season. It's the freshman Spencer Eshelman on the assists to Nate Nussbaum. Goshen takes a 1-0 lead. Mark 6 minutes, 49 seconds left here in the first half.
Great touch, great ball. They finally got something to work off these corners. How about it? First goal of the season. Look at the fans going crazy.
Fans chanting, he's a freshman he is. Great goal there from Special Eshelman, the first of many, we hope.
And he is a freshman, but so are just about half the players on this.
Pick a name out of a hat, right now, you might get a freshman, who knows.
And the ball now, it's going to be a throw-in for Goshen College on the far side into Huerta.
Ball comes into Reed in the middle. Looks to switch it, finds Romero along the back line. Romero's going to clear it up to Eshelman on the near sideline, just over his head. However, drops to his foot off of the header from Stalzer. Back to the middle to Reed. And plays it back to the near side to Francois Revalier.
And potentially that switch from Huerta and Eshelman from going from the left side to the right might have